What is up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about what is going to happen to SCR next. Is this the end of the line for SCR? Now you might be wondering, why am I making this video when over the past few weeks or few uploads I've made videos about why Tramlink will return, will Freight come to SCR, or what is generally next to SCR. If you want, I can leave links to those videos down in the description. But before we go any further, I'd just like to say a massive thank you for 200 subscribers. Your support really means so much to me, truly, and I'd really like to try and keep growing all together. My dream target, my dream long-term target is to get to 1k, but that is going to take a while, so we're just going to do one step at a time. Can we try and get to 300 subscribers now? That would be really good if we could get to 300 subscribers. So all of you in the description, get subscribed, and that's just about it. Let's just get on with today's video. So I mentioned before about SCR, the end. Now, why is it the end for SCR? Well, a few days ago rather, the SCR developers released a statement on Discord saying that the map will not extend anymore. They put a poll in the Discord server of a connect extension for one stop off the Lynn line, or completing the waterline extension one stop. Excuse the lag, but it's my computer, so you know what to expect. Ouch. Be on James Street. So as I was saying before my computer decided to rudely lag itself to death, the James Street extension for Waterline actually won the vote considerably. So the James Street extension could be the last thing to come to SCR on terms of extensions. Now obviously in the video What's Next to SCR that I made, link in the description, bottom link, I actually went through the tunnel there and saw what's beyond James Street. You can go and watch that now if you want. However, the developers have said that the extension will only consist of one station. Here is the network map currently. You can see we're here at James Street. All of this is finalised, apart from one mystery station along here. Now we don't know what that could be, if it will have buffers, if it could potentially merge into the centre, somewhere like Leighton maybe. We don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. But as far as we're concerned, it's going to be one station that way. We've obviously talked about the James Street extension as being the main thing that will come to SCR. However, the fact that the developers released this statement also has a big question mark over the future of Freight. Now, this may mean that there will not be a separate extension that's run Freight only. In fact, I thought that was very unlikely right from the start. However, that means Freight is most likely to be an operator added in the future, which just runs about to places on the existing network. This obviously puts Freight in the spotlight because, even though there may not be a future extension that's run Freight only, there's still a very high chance that Freight could be added to SCR in the future. After all, the developers said that the map wouldn't continue to be extended, but that doesn't mean that other operators or station rebrands etc. couldn't be added within the existing network. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is obviously incredibly controversial. Tramlink. Now I made a video fairly recently about why Tramlink will return. I will link that in the description if you haven't already seen it. What I said about that was the fact that the Greenslade station was updated and the Tramlink platforms remained here left a huge question mark about whether Tramlink will actually return, whether the developers are just denying that it will return in order to confuse us, and whether they were secretly planning a big return for Tramlink. However, lots of people have said recently, and I'm inclined to believe this as well, that Overhead Wires, one of the developers of SCR, officially confirmed that Tramlink was cancelled. Certainly for the time being, or possibly forever, there are no more future extensions to SCR. This means Tramlink could potentially only run between Whitney Green and Greenslade, and there seems no point just running a small shuttle service for 3 stops when it would probably be twice as quick to just take a waterline train. We know that Metro was long since cancelled, and we know that Tramlink has likely been cancelled, which means that there could be a very small future for SCR. Obviously stations are continuing to be upgraded, operators like freight could potentially be added, and aside from this new one-stop extension for James Street, there's not much else which we could see apart from scenery and station upgrades which could potentially change the network. Unless the developers change their minds and decide to expand the network more, this may take a while for them to come to that decision, which means that for the time being, SCR is likely to lose a lot of its popularity and the game could start and die off quite rapidly. I've actually come to Willowfield. Well, it's not really near Willowfield, but Willowfield is the nearest station. If you spawn at Willowfield and run along the road that goes towards Whitefield until you get to the village, then you jump over the fence, over the wall, and underneath the bridge, and then you just follow the line of trees and you get to this mysterious looking station. The fact that SCR is having no more extensions planned in the future, or so the developers say, means that this thing was put here for no reason. And to be honest, that seems very, very, very unlikely for me. Because look how suspicious this looks. You've got some sort of house station building randomly. These things that look startlingly like platforms. I know the developers have said there are no more extensions, but come on, look how suspicious this looks. And if that doesn't convince you, look at the line of trees which it took me ages to walk down. These are just some things which could potentially still happen in the future of SCR. This station, Freight, Tramlink question mark, however unlikely it seems, and the James Street extension we know for one, as well as scenery and station upgrades. As far as extensions go, well, with this on the cards, I would believe the developers for the time being and they may want to take some time off. However, don't write it off that in the future they may well change their mind and throw up another extension when none of us are expecting it. So all hope is not lost. The end for SCR may be in sight, however, things may just be getting started. I've come to Stepford, Victoria because I'm off to catch a train home. Thanks for watching this video. Massive thank you for 200 subscribers. Now let's get to 300. All the videos that I did previously that may be of interest to you are in the description. And until next time, goodbye.